Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, camera is. I'll just move back. Okay, so I wanted to come on really quickly because I have a few other things to do today, but this came to me just now when I was out. I was at the grocery store. It is freezing, first of all. But in the line of work that I do, I pick up everybody's energy. I've gotten better at blocking it and not letting it impact me. But when I'm feeling run down, it's harder for me to do that. And so I wanted to bring this to our conversation today and talk to you about some tips, really simple tips, to help your system calm down. Um, let's face it, like unprecedented times. I know we're all hating that phrase, but that's just where we're at right now. And how we are choosing to deal with that stuff is going to determine how healthy and well we feel right now. And so, a couple of really simple things I like to do when I need to calm down is the first thing is I get comfortable. I like to feel cozy. So, like, I got my turtleneck, I've got my shawl, my wrap, my whatever you want to call it. And I just like comfort. I have my heater on behind me, and I'm just like taking a minute to like warm up and, be okay with how I'm feeling. The other thing is texture. So sometimes even just like touching something that you like the feel of can really help calm the nervous system down. I'm sorry for all that crazy noise. Let's see if this helps. Um, I, if there's something that you own that you like the texture of, just sitting with it for a minute and just kind of feeling it can be helpful. I just happen to have this on my lap at the moment because this sweater is pretty thick, but normally I have it wrapped around me while I'm sitting and working and doing what I'm doing. So that's tip number one. Number two is finding quiet, finding solitude. And most people would sometimes take that to mean, oh, I have to go for a walk in the forest and I have to, go do the things. It's like, no, 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 no. You can find quiet by turning off the TV. You can find quiet by specifically not watching certain TV shows when you're feeling heightened. Um, you can find quiet by throwing this thing away for maybe 20 minutes. Getting away from the scroll, right? You can find quiet by not responding to a text message right away, by not taking that phone call, by not making a phone call. So, getting away from temporarily things that can heighten our senses because we are taking it in like visually, we're taking it in by ears, sound, and we're also taking it in feeling wise because when we read something or we see something, we're invoking a feeling by taking that information in. And so to quiet the nervous system, we have to pay attention to the external stuff that's causing noise or irritation of some kind. So that's what I mean when I talk about creating quiet. I also love scent. There are certain scents that really calm me down, and there are other scents that help pick me up. Everybody's different, so I'm not even going to get into explaining which ones or where to buy them from or any of that because this is not that conversation. But scent that you enjoy. It literally could be a shampoo that you like. It doesn't even have to be a particular product that you would go out and buy. But if there are scents that you already have in your home, like I love the smell of coffee. So the fresh bag, when I open that fresh bag, that is my minute. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to smell these beans. And it just gives me that pocket of joy, that moment of joy, right? And so that's what I was meaning in the post, the challenge or the adventure this week of finding moments of joy like that, because we don't stop and pause and appreciate. We just kind of rip it open and make the coffee. So find scents that you like. Some people are really activated by scent. I am extremely environmentally sensitive, so I have to be very careful with what I use with all of the products in my home. And so one of the things to pay attention to with scent is if you're finding yourself irritable in your home after you've used a particular product, like a cleaning product or a certain spice, a seasoning, anything like that, a hygiene product. It could be that there is a specific scent in that product, in that item, that is just activating your system. And I've experienced this. I've lived with this for years, and it's not even so much about eco-friendly, green, none of that. That's like not even, that's a whole other conversation. But there are always different chemicals and things in everything we use. And so if you're somebody who is really sensitive, just in general, paying attention to the smells and the scents that are in your environment are going to impact you for the better and also for the worse, right? So pay attention to that. If you feel a little bit off, or you have a headache or a queasy, anything like that, what was the last thing I used or I did in my house? And just see if there's a connection with that. The very last tip that I have is talking about slowing down. When we are activated, when we are in a heightened state of anxiousness or arousal or hypervigilance, or like feeling all the stuff that's going on, we need to slow down. And we can slow down through breath work. We could slow down by taking a walk, although on a day like today I would not recommend it unless you're bundled up from head to toe with layers about this thick. We can just pause, finding moments to slow down and pause. So and when we breathe all the way down to our toes, as I like to say, rather than these short, like, I'm just going to get air in right here because I'm in a panic and I'm doing the things, we're making it worse. So we need to breathe all the way down, right? I always say breathe all the way down to your toes. And it's like instant. It's like this instant, oh, okay, I'm here, right? You can put your hand on your chest. You can feel your heartbeat. It's another way to slow down. Just like give yourself a minute, right? Just give yourself a second. So other ways I like to slow down. I will watch my coffee maker make the coffee. Because it's that delay, right? It's that delayed gratification of I'm giving myself a moment to be in the moment. I know what's coming. I'm going to enjoy it once it's here, but I'm also going to stand here and enjoy the moment. If you make tea, right, and you brew your tea bags or your tea leaves or whatever it is that however you brew your tea, and you set your timer for 3 minutes for the perfect cup, just give yourself that 3 minutes. Don't make that 3 minutes the 3-minute power session to clean the kitchen, the way all the cleaning gurus tell us of, optimizing our time. Give yourself that 3 minutes and just be in that moment, right? Just be in that slowing down, be in that pause, be in that space of the minute to minute experience. And when you do these little things, you'll start to notice that your compulsion to react and get heightened takes a little bit longer to happen. It's not going to go away completely, but it'll help you start to slow things down and notice yourself doing it. That's the first thing. And it'll also help you, I almost want to say, empower yourself to rediscover how to be present. And that's the biggest thing right now. When we aren't present, when we don't have these pauses, when we don't let ourselves, feel comfortable and cozy and whatever, all the things I've just mentioned, we are either anticipating what's coming, right? That's the anxiety piece. Or we're depressed about what's happened. So we're in one of those two operating places when we're not in the present moment. And so when we can rediscover and be in the present moment, it really helps us take the time we need and give ourselves the time and the moment that we need, right? To calm down and to just be okay right in this minute. Because the reality is 99.9% of the time, we are okay right in this minute. We don't have to think about what's coming, or what's happened. So, let me know. Helpful? Have you done any of these before? Will you try any of them now that you've had a chance to hear my offering? Post below in the comments. I cannot see the comments currently. I'm doing this live, so if you're here, hello, thank you for being here and watching. And I will circle back around in a little bit and see who has had anything to say. I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay warm.